All over Australia, more and more holidaymakers are finding their way onto working farms in search of somewhere scenic and off the beaten track to set up camp.
They bring all their stuff with them. You know, they bring their toilets and showers. Their setups these days are amazing. They have much more flash stuff than we have in our house.
It's not just the visitors who are benefiting. The business of hosting campers is becoming quite a successful spin-off for farmers.
This is an idea that landholders and farmers everywhere can benefit from.
This picturesque property is between Warwick and Cunningham's Gap in southeast Queensland. It's home for fourth-generation farmer Rowan Morris, his wife Fiona, and their 2 young children. Glen Eden is a mixed enterprise family farm. All year round they raise chemical-free, grass-fed beef cattle and keep pigs, chickens and goats, as well as growing some crops and various fruits and vegetables.
Nothing of what we do is big enough that can support us on the farm, but by stacking a lot of different enterprises onto the same piece of land, they all contribute something to our income and we can survive that way.
Glen Eden Family Farm, it's Fiona speaking.
The family listed their property on the website UCamp, a business which links private property owners with travellers looking for unique places to camp out.
Once you've got a few of the things set up, like your online booking systems and brochures and pamphlets, and obviously the websites are really important. It takes time to set that up, but once that's set up, the camping is really quite easy.
The campers bring us an income, but they're also an outreach, a connection point where people from the city are able to come and spend time on a farm and see the way it works and engage with farm life.
Yeah, it is working.
Prue Bartlett and James Woodford are the brains behind UCamp. The idea came to them when they were camping on their own place on the south coast of New South Wales.
We love space and big skies and just room to, have that privacy. Our area actually gets really busy. All the public campgrounds get really busy. Everyone's jam-packed, with tents and camping. So we just saw the opportunity to be able to see farmland used more for camping.
So we just kind of thought it'd be great if we could come up with some kind of 21st century way or 21st century equivalent of that old-fashioned idea of knocking on a farmer's door and just saying, can I go and camp down by the creek?
As well as plenty of small-scale farm camping setups, there are also some much bigger operations. Kullendoor High Country is run by Stuart and Wendy Bell on their property Moamba. Rather than offering just a couple of campsites on their property, the Bells decided to go big.
So we're here. Yes, so you're heading out to the Stormbird, which is this one here.
Fully booked out, it's between 300 and 400 people. That sounds like a lot of people, but when they're spread out through these camp areas, it doesn't feel like a lot of people. And a lot of people will say, oh, you must have 50 or 60 people here. And we'll say, no, there's 400. And they say, oh, really?
Another point of difference for the Bells place is rather than promoting their farm camping through someone else's website, they've gone it alone.
Wanted to do something that didn't have high impact on the property, and wanted to share what we have here, just hoping that that people would be interested in not only the farm side of things but also the bush and the forest, and just enjoying the quietness and the solitude of it, I suppose.
Bush camping on the Bells property sprawls across about half of their 16 hectares. They did that intentionally, but it's meant a lot of hard work to get the campsites properly established.
We've got 4 separate toilet areas, amenity areas, and 4 different septic areas. And so we've had to get water to that and do that and have it all passed by council. But now that it's done, we're really happy that we've gone that way.
The Williams family first visited in 2017 after stumbling across the Bells bush camping experience on the internet. They loved it so much they've been back 7 times since. What is it about bush camping in a setting like this that appeals to you?
Peace and quiet.
Peace and
No
quiet.
one right there, no ropes to trip over, just ours.
Peace
There's
and
a lot of
quiet.
space between all the campsites so the kids can play soccer, cricket, ride their bikes.
Yeah, I love cricket.
The kids get to see where their food comes from. 2 weeks ago we were here, the kids got to see Stuart and Wendy and Matt mustering, so that was good.
Who needs a TV?
On a working farm, there are many hazards. Unpredictable animals, vehicles, dams, bushfires, the list goes on. Ensuring their farm and their visitors are properly insured in the event of an accident or emergency was really important to Stuart and Wendy.
We would never have let people come here and charge them money and not given them the appropriate protection of being insured. Insurance doesn't negate your responsibilities for negligence. You still have to be careful about everything you do.
But they worry not everyone vying for a part of the farm camping industry is willing to put in the same hard work.
We can't have people toileting along river systems. We can't have people camping en masse in areas where rural fire don't even know you exist and haven't checked to see it's safe. We can't have these things happen. And what's going to happen if it continues to happen is there's going to be a problem. Someone's going to lose their place. And that's going to be really unfortunate. And probably worse than that is, you know, it could lead to a death.
So I'm just going to yoke up these 6 bullocks. I have 12 altogether.
Depending on where the farm is, there are different local council rules and regulations, and complying with them can be difficult and expensive.
But for our campground of a couple of sites, the only regulation they have that meets camping is their caravan park regulations. So we have to try and conform to regulations designed for large caravan parks in order to run a campsite on our farm. It doesn't fit and it doesn't make sense, but that's how it is.
For some landholders, the risks have been too great. Others who have been willing to jump through the necessary hoops have found them very costly.
What we're doing at the moment is really nice and really fun, but almost impossible to make a profit from because of the burden of regulation.
On the Morris's place, people pay extra to see Rowan's working bullock display, and plenty of visitors also want to buy the family's beef and pork.
For us, it's not about just selling our produce. It's about encouraging them to look at other farms directly around where they are and asking for local produce and how to support the local farmers around them.
The popularity of camping presents farmers with a unique opportunity, but it's not easy work.
No, I think we'll give that one a go.
It's relentless, and sometimes actually running the farm has to take a back seat.
Well, you can use either. It's going to impact on your cattle management and your timing. You know, it's going to be everything from chatting to people to cleaning toilets. It's the whole gamut of service industry.
But as with all hard work, Stuart Bell believes the reward makes it more than worthwhile.
We've met some particularly great people, and from all walks of life doing all sorts of things, and we meet them on a good day. The idea of getting and seeing Australia is a growing thing, and the market is big.